fucking yeah. Trying to hit that push live button for it to work to get that crossover. I said yeah way too fucking soon. You didn't see that?
Are we live?
We are live.
I thought there was going to be some intro music or something.
Well, there was.
Okay.
There was. We can't hear it. But I was trying to time it. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. Like, getting ready to jump in for the intro. But when I hit the button, I hit the wrong button. And then didn't get the good crossover switch. Anyways, we're live. Fuck. So, we were having a little bit of an issue a little bit earlier. It's fucking late. It's 11 o'clock Eastern time. Got some fucking problems. Laptop acting up. Mike not helping a fucking goddamn bit. It's looking...
Hey, I told you to empty the recycling bin how many times, you know? I fixed it. I swear I fixed it.
That was a solution.
Yeah,
my laptop crashing over here, and his fucking solution, empty the recycling bin. Although I will say that as soon as it didn't empty the recycling bin, it started working a little bit quicker. But no, that was not the solution. It was just the fucking program in general, which seemed to be restarted. Anyway, tons of shit to fucking talk about, right? I feel like we say that every week. But it really, like every week there is something.
Yeah, I mean, this is the end of the year. A lot of big fights and a lot of people doing stupid things, you know?
Yes.
When the weather starts changing.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly what it fucking is. Fucking sinuses are getting to me. Anyway, tons of shit to fucking talk about. We've got the fights that happened last week. Fucking someone died in the cage. I don't know if you guys know that. Bellator announcing a Grand Prix Pride style, which is spectacular. All about that shit. We got some fights this weekend, and boomerangs were being fucking thrown at people in public for talking shit. It's pretty exciting shit. Pretty exciting stuff. Anyway, you today, like while we're at the gym, yeah. Mike tried to kill someone. Like I was watching Mike try to murder someone while we were training jiu-jitsu.
I did not know that.
It was pretty intense. Not gonna lie, I was on the sidelines, like watching because I had a headache. I was coaching today, but didn't feel like actually interacting live or doing anything live. And him and this guy that we train with, his name is Wes. He's the Middletown Strangler.
I was gonna say, at least say that like what his nickname is.
The nickname is the Middletown Strangler.
You have to go hard. There's no flow rolling with the Middletown Strangler. You know,
Wes is like that guy at the gym, but possibly one of the nicest people. Period. Right? But he's like a fucking spring that's like wound up super fucking tight, and he's ready to fucking explode and basically injure someone at any given moment. Anyway, Mike and him were fucking going at it. It was pretty fun to fucking watch. It was a nice little warm up to the show, watching him and a couple other guys trying to murder each other, and the kid were going crazy too. It's pretty cool. Were you like purposely like rolling fucking hard? Was there like?
No, that's just how we go. We both kind of just have a game that involves a lot of scrambling. And when there's a lot of scrambling, a lot of crazy stuff happens, obviously.
Funny thing about Wes is like he's like 5 foot, I don't know, 8, but he can jump like 7 stories high. It's ridiculous. And he doesn't even like move his legs. He just fucking jumps. Anyway, last weekend, man, we had some pretty good fucking fights. I was pretty happy with the card all around. It was Poirier versus Pettis in Norfolk,
Virginia.
Norfolk, Virginia. First off, I don't know where that's at. Like, I'm not even talking about Norfolk. Like, I don't even know where Virginia's at. Like, if you put up a map, I'm being 100% serious here too. If you put up a map.
Hold up now. Like, we talking about like
geographically?
Would you point at Canada, or you point at Mexico,
or would you point in the United States?
Okay.
Now, with that being said, when you said Norfolk initially, no. I'm thinking Canada until you said Norfolk, Virginia. Okay. Is that fair? I feel like that's a fucking very Canadian name.
So if we were to break up the country into 4 quadrants,
I would say,
would you get it in the right quadrant?
Top left. No, top right.
Actually, that's kind of a tricky question because it's kind of in the middle there. Yeah, but no, like it's on the right if you're looking at it that way, I guess.
East Coast, Upper East Coast.
Yeah. That's like a middle East.
Kind of, sort of. I kind of got it right. We're all right.
Well, Virginia's kind of considered the South.
I don't know.
I mean, if you want to
literally know nothing about that area.
Okay.
Not. What is like Virginia? Like, what is Virginia known for?
One of the original, states.
Okay, you're old and you were discovered. People fucking left you to go find other shit because you suck. That's essentially what Virginia is.
See, this is the California attitude. Everybody came out to California.
Oh, fuck. Oh, man. But the fight overall was pretty good. Yeah. I mean, there was a ton of fucking fights on the card, right? Good names. We talked about this last week. Some guys were a little bit older, maybe on their last fucking stretch. But they were good all around. We're going to primarily talk about the main card, but I do want to make an effort to talk about Sage Northcutt because that motherfucker looked 100% different, I think. And
well, he didn't look like a chump.
No, not at all.
He actually looked like a UFC fighter, but I wouldn't say that he is at the level that he's being paid UFC fighter.
Well, he looked like he belonged, for sure. We could definitely say that.
He belonged making like $15, but you see how much he gets paid?
Don't matter, bro. That's his. Look at him. He's fucking jacked as shit.
I want to. Okay, we discussed this before the show. Look at all of his pro fights. There's not one good. He does
highlight reel backflips before and after.
Exactly, before and after the fight, he does a lot of impressive shit. But where is the steam?
And how nice is he?
Does that matter?
Absolutely does. Give him all the monies.
Okay, give him.
No, but he looked good. Like, this is the first time that we've really seen what he's been hyped up to be, I think. Like, glimpses of it. Because they brought him in super young, coming off, I don't know, he was like 18 or 19, right? He's 21. He just turned 21 now, but he's like 18, 19. Coming from LFA. Young kid. Looks good on looking for the fight thing, right? He was on that thing, I want to say. Starts taking off. All this kind of shit, right? We're supposed to believe that he's the next big thing. Just primarily based off of the look. Wins one, loses one. Wins one, loses one. Wins one, loses one. Loses his last fight against Mickey Gall?
Actually, it was win one, lose two.
Win one, lose two. Did he lose two in a row?
Barbarino and then Gall, wasn't it?
Was it? God damn.
We got this right here in front of us.
Let's take a quick look over at his fucking record real quick. Let's pull it up. So I've got him as win 2. So he got his.
We can't forget Enrique Martin.
Enrique Martin, Marine. So
I know. I added the T.
Yeah, he's coming off of a loss against Mickey Gall. Takes a year off, basically, right? Spends the entire time at Team Alpha Male, and you can fucking see the difference. Like, from his last fight to now, his last fight, I feel like he was just kind of really like a kid.
No, actually,
anxious to fucking do shit.
I feel you there because his skills that he did have were put together in more of a MMA fashion, whereas what he was showing beforehand was like a weird, collage of karate and some wrestling, and it didn't turn into an MMA fighter. It didn't
meld well. Yes, it just didn't mesh. Everything was very segmented and separated, and he just he looked like too anxious to pull the trigger and everything. And this fucking fight that he had, dude, he looked good. Maintained the distance, kept everything in the range that he wanted. Didn't let his opponent come in. I don't think he got hit. Did he get hit maybe once, twice? Didn't get hit very much.
Well, cans don't have arms, so it's kind of hard
to swing. Wow. Yeah. Fucking throwing some heat right away. Mike, has anyone ever told you you're a fucking hater? Just
only you. I mean, normally when I bring up Colby Covington,
I'm pretty sure you're probably one of the biggest haters on the fucking planet.
Yeah.
No? Well, if the guy's not called Tony Ferguson.
I do love me some Ferguson.
Oh, fuck. But, dude, he looked good. I thought Sage looked good. His opponent, Michael Quinones, does not have a Wikipedia page. So you're a little right on that. All right? I don't think he was a can, but because he had a UFC fight beforehand. All right?
Quinones?
Yes.
Okay.
He had one fight in the UFC beforehand. He looked okay. He also looked like he belonged, but I just thought Sage looked better. Dude, his timing on the double leg, how fucking sweet was that? All the double legs. Pretty fun. It looked, his double leg was pro wrestling-esque.
Okay.
It looked, no, come on.
No, I'm going to leave all the double leg, breakdowns to you.
You didn't think he looked good?
You have more double leg knowledge than I do. If you say the double legs are good, they're good. Okay.
Oh man. I don't know.
Yes, he did look good, but like I.
Yeah, I thought he looked good. I don't know. I'm not saying he's gonna be the next big thing or fucking he's gonna win a world title or anything like that. Nothing of the sort. I'm not really saying any of that. But I do have a feeling that he's gonna win a couple more matches. He's gonna look better and better. If he stays there, dude, the sky's the limit. They've got proven results with everyone that goes through there. Look at Darren Elkins. Darren Elkins was like, I don't know, like a 500 fighter in the UFC, and now he's like top 5 in the UFC.
Like 6 or 7.
Dude, he's like top 5. Let's pull that shit up right now. Featherweight, Darren Elkins, number 9. I overshot it. Regardless, unranked, coming in there, come on. So they've got proven results, and I think, like, for example, if you compare someone like Darren Elkins to like a Sage Northcutt, the sky's the limit with Sage. He's 21, no damage, and he's a fucking freak of nature. Compared to Darren Elkins, who's basically a one-trick pony, I think I'm pretty pumped. I'm pretty excited. And I think they're going to make something good out of him.
Okay.
Now here's the question: are you a real alpha male fighter if you've never done a guillotine or pulled the guillotine on someone? That's the question of the day.
That's a good question, yeah.
We will see.
Or if you need a big overhand right and guillotine.
Shit. We'll
see. He's got the double leg.
He's got the fucking double leg, dude. That double leg was legit. You know he wrestled like all throughout high school, and he was like a D1 wrestler, like for a year.
Yeah, I understand that.
Hated. Fucking hated.
I'm not.
Swear to God. Oh, man. You know, with that out of the way, we can move on to the main card. The main card was pretty solid overall. Some good fights, some bad fights, but I thought I was pretty pleased with them. Arlovsky going up against Junior Albini, a heavyweight fight with a lot of things on the line here. Not like necessarily like title implications or anything of the sort, but Arlovsky on a five fight losing streak, and he had not been cut. And you've got Junior Albini, who's got a lot of hype behind him, who had an excellent UFC debut, fucking phenomenal knockout going against each other. Kind of like one of the situations to where trying to put Albini up against a name to kind of hype him up, and it looked like that plan that the UFC had failed with Arlovsky winning a unanimous decision. What do you think about the performance that Arlovsky had overall?
I mean, it shows that he still has it to a level, you know. He's not washed up. He shouldn't just go to Bellator. He can take a punch. He still has some sort of a chin.
Dude, he took quite a few. And we saw, I mean, Albini's got the ability to put people to sleep.
Yeah.
You know, it's not as if he doesn't have that knockout power, that one-punch power. He does. Now, are you going to say, do you think it's mostly because of Arlovsky, just period, or Albini being too young, Arlovsky looking good? Is it the change of camp? Because he's at ATT now. He trained at ATT for the entire camp. Like, what do you attribute that to?
I can't put my finger on anything in, you know, one thing in particular, but he's had the skills, you know.
Yeah.
And maybe, you know, he just putting it all together now, you know.
Yeah. What about the shorts? Albini shorts. For those of you who don't know, he was wearing a fucking diaper. He rolled up his shorts all the way up, basically up to his nutsack. And that shit looked like a diaper. It was ridiculous. I've never seen anything like that.
That was one of the first things I noticed. Was like, what is up with his shorts? And then I looked immediately for his name, and then you couldn't see his full name on the shorts,
dude.
So you only saw A and L. So you knew he rolled them up. And then I'm saying, why aren't they falling down? Why aren't they? You know?
Do you think Reebok? Do you think you get like not a sponsorship issue, but like a fine for that, for rolling them up like that, covering up all the information?
I think if he looks like Sage Northcutt, there would be no question, no fine. The way he looks,
will the diaper,
there's a 10, 15%.
Will the diaper look make a return? That's the real question.
I think Dana White did not like that. I think it's not going to make a return.
A couple other fights on the main card. Clay Guida and Joe Lazan. I mean, that fight could have been made, I don't know, 5 years ago, and it would have been super fucking exciting. Joe Lazan gets clipped with I think it was like behind the ear, right? Mm-hmm. Initially off of a hook, and then Clay Guida rocks him, drops him with an uppercut straight up down the middle, up the chin, and just puts him away. Takes a fucking beating on the ground until the referee stopped it. But man, Clay Guida with some. I think this was his first stoppage, like his actual TKO or any kind of stoppage since like I don't know 4 or 5 years or something.
To be real honest, like if there's any fighter that has like a thing that they do more than anybody, it's Joe Lozon covering up.
Yes,
because he takes a lot of punches, and he kind of doesn't move his head and does the straight cover up, and that hook to the ear, like you're talking about, was there. And like if you watch the video, it's always there. Like that's his move, Joe Lozon's move.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Joe Lozon has been around for a long fucking time. If you pull up his fight record, he has been fighting since 2004 professionally. Since 2004. That's fucking ridiculous. Now, as far as his actual record goes, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That doesn't even make sense. It's 25 fights in the UFC?
That's almost as much as like Bisping.
That is fucking ridiculous. That's absurd.
What's Bisping? The record?
I have no idea. Well, he has got the record for most wins.
Okay.
Most wins, actually. But ridiculous, nonetheless. He's got that many fucking fights in the UFC. He's been fighting since 2004. Always, like, I think they call him Mr. Performance Bonus just because he gets so many damn Performance of the Night bonuses.
I think it's like him and Nate Diaz.
Now, here's the thing. Performance of the Night bonuses are not because you're winning a clean fight.
Well, you can get a Performance Night bonus by getting knocked out.
Fight of the night, usually, is what he got because he was getting them back in the day. So, a lot of those fights that he had were fucking wars. I think Joe Lozon is at the beginning of the Diego Sanchez decline, if that makes sense, you know? You know, Diego Sanchez is just getting clipped nonstop and just going down. Joe Lozon is getting to the beginning of that. He's not slurring his words. Doesn't sound terrible on the mic or anything of the sort, but man, he's been taking a lot of fucking punishment.
Do you think he's going to try to grasp on to the fighters?
He's a smart guy. He's got his own gym. He's got a business. He's like a computer software engineer or something like that. That's what he was years ago.
That's what I was going to say. I think that he's going to have a little clearer view of the forecast, unlike Diego, who's probably going to go up to, shit, he might go to the Bellator heavyweight Grand Prix. Like, he'll just switch weights and try whatever.
No, I don't want to take anything away from Clay. Clay looked good, clean. I mean, Clay looked like Clay. Clay Guida looked like Clay Guida. But I think a lot of it is on Joe Lozon. I don't know if he should retire. I don't know if it was like Clay developed monstrous power overnight. But man, I think it's time.
His style isn't conducive for an old man
to
take a lot of
hell
punches.
No, dude. Fuck no. And again, Joe Lozon fucking has probably one of the best highlight reels ever. That guy's got so many fucking finishes, flying submissions, knockouts, TKOs, all kinds of shit. I don't know. It was one of those fights that bummed me out a little bit when I was at the very end of the fight, when it got stopped. You know, I don't like seeing that kind of shit. I just don't. You know, I love fighting. I love watching people beat the brakes off each other, do submissions, all that kind of shit. But watching Joe Lozon like this late in the game, like it's just Now, how old is he?
34, I'm guessing.
34. Let's take a look. 33. Dude, he's not even fucking old. He's 2 years older than me.
Yeah.
This is crazy. Oh my god. I got a comment over here from my buddy 80. Joey's going to keep cashing whilst he can. I dread to think how much his medical bills are going to be for his son. Or have been for his son. Well, his son's got like some kind of crazy cancer, right? Or he had a cancer at one point. I don't know if that's like a reason or the reason that he's fighting though. From my understanding, this kid got past all that kind of stuff, and he had a couple of fundraisers. I don't know. I'm not in that portion of like I don't know anything about that part of his life.
I would think that like you were just saying that if you have, let's just say, I'm just throwing a number out there, 20 fights for the UFC.
Yeah.
You get lifetime health insurance. That's just a thought I have.
20 fights?
I mean,
that would be fucking sweet. That's for sure.
Because I don't know if it's kind of weird, but I'm changing subjects. A little different. The commissioner for the NFL,
Yeah.
he's signing a new contract bonus, and he wants like $50 million, private jet, and lifetime insurance for his whole family. Where he's
Wow.
never taken a hit for anybody.
The commissioner of the NFL?
Yeah, so I'm saying like
Holy
Joe
fuck.
Lozon, who's taken 25 fights, taking hits for the whole company the whole time, like he can't have lifetime health insurance.
Yeah. Yeah, well, fair. I mean,
that guy, they're two different companies.
Yeah.
I'm just showing like,
and that guy is one of those guys that has been a company guy.
Yeah.
Right? Joe Lozon's been a company guy. Joe Lozon has been there and performed for everyone, right? If you put him on a card, you know that shit's going to fucking pop off whether he wins or loses. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, hopefully UFC takes care of him. Hopefully Joe Lozon, has some other option out there. Because, again, he's getting TKO'd quite a bit. He's getting finished quite a bit, and it's just not. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I'm not happy about it. His last 1, 2, 3. Dude, he's got a couple TKO losses that are. Yeah, no thanks. Anyway, that's it for the Joe Lozon fight. That was pretty entertaining. If you went up the card, you had Rafael Assunção versus Matt Lopez. Assunção with the fucking one punch knockout against Matt Lopez. Matt Lopez is tough.
Mm-hmm.
Assunção is good. Do you think this puts him in title contention?
It's kind of a bottleneck at the top there, You got Rivera. You got, obviously Cody thinks he's got
an immediate rematch.
Yeah, immediate rematch. I don't see why not,
I think the problem is Assunção is a good fighter in every facet of the game.
But he's
and this is like the only time that he's had like a real memorable finish.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But in 2 weeks, nobody's going to be talking about it.
Yeah.
Because he didn't open his mouth. He didn't call anyone out. Didn't talk to anyone. Didn't say he wanted to fight this guy or that guy really. So, well, me and TJ were 1-1. I think we should do it again. It was,
yeah.
What are you doing, dude? You're fucking 1-1 with the champ?
But I don't think he's fought any of the top. He hasn't fought Lineker. He hasn't fought.
Dude, he fought TJ to a decision.
Well, he didn't fight Jimmy Rivera, and he hasn't fought Cody. Those are his competition right there for the belt. And
so Assunção's number 3.
Yeah.
Right? Right now, who do we have lined up? So Jimmy Rivera doesn't have an opponent.
Yeah.
But Assunção just fought. So that's a no.
Lineker versus Rivera's thought.
Lineker versus Assunção.
Well, I'm just saying for the UFC 219, Lineker Rivera.
Yeah, we do that. I'm down for that. But Assunção, who's Assunção going to fight? Like I think Assunção
he just fought.
I can't see him getting a title shot. I think I need to see him get another dominant win and really, because Dominic Cruz, Cody Garbrandt, even Jimmy Rivera, like all those guys have more of a.
But Dominic's done for a while. Come on now.
Dominic can come back.
No.
Dominic versus Assunção, title eliminator.
2019. What are you talking about here?
Oh shit! I don't know. Assunção is good, but I don't know. There's just like this thing. I just can't.
He's missing it.
There's no it. Dude, imagine if he gets a title shot and he wins. Nobody will ever want to fucking see the 135-pound division ever again.
Well, he'll be like one of 2 Brazilian champions.
He will be the 135-pound version of RDA.
Oh, don't say it like that.
Dude, 100%. You don't think so?
I like RDA a little more than Assunção.
A little bit. Just a little bit.
I see what
just
you
a
mean.
Little bit. Just a little bit. I could see that. Just a little bit, though. Man, I don't know. Oh, man. But it was a good knockout. Nonetheless, it was a pretty good fucking knockout. Yeah. Moving on up the card, we had Cesar Ferreira versus Nate Marquardt.
It wasn't.
No thanks.
Yeah, we were expecting a first-round knockout in this fight. Yeah.
I think that's what it was. We set ourselves up for failure, but man, it was just a lot of prodding, poking, and just not much.
Well, both of them know they don't have a chin, so they're like, what are we going to do here?
And then Ferreira calling out Bohotinha, like, why?
Maybe he knows things.
I mean, they're close as far as like ranking wise, realistically, because Bohocinian is like, I think he just got into the number 15 spot, did he not?
Yeah.
Right? So, I mean, it's rankings wise makes sense. But, dude, Bohocinian's got Pablo's got a chin, the looks, he's got everything. Yeah. No. Mutanchi, back it up, bro. Back it up, son. You're not going to take shine away from fucking my number one. Like, it's not, no, stop it. No. Not, especially not after a performance like that, unless we're going to fucking expecting him to fucking lose. I don't know. I was not happy with that fight. I didn't really get excited. It was kind of boring. It was whatever. Arlovsky versus Albini, we already touched on that. Arlovsky looking pretty good. Now, the co-main event. The co-main event made me fucking sad. Like,
but did you not expect that to happen?
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Like, Diego Sanchez is such like one of those characters in MMA that's iconic. Like, from changing his nickname 17 fucking times, right, to the way he fought for the longest time, for how long he's been fighting, to his title, fucking potential title shots against different fucking fighters. Diego Sanchez is a fucking legend, and he goes in there and gets KO'd. Not just KO'd. Like, it was one of the craziest knockouts I had seen in a very fucking long time.
Well, you gotta admit, though, that, like, it wasn't like a short hook or, like a jab that knocked him out. He got hit with a flush elbow to the dome.
Back of the ear. Back of the ear.
Yeah, while being held up. So he wasn't in good, he had one leg up, so he wasn't in good position to take a hit. He was kind of wobbly. So
if you watch the fight, if you're watching the live stream, I've got the picture up of the initial setup. Diego throws a kick. Matt Brown catches it, holds the heel, walks him to the cage. This, from Matt Brown's perspective, excellent fucking technique. Covers the eyes, right? I don't know if you noticed that. Covers the eyes with one hand, the same hand, and then throws the elbow with the opposite hand. So Diego doesn't see it coming and literally hits him, back of the head, goes to sleep. Knocked out cold, drops, and then knees himself in the fucking face. It was
I didn't notice that.
Vicious. Yeah. Vicious. It was one of the worst knockouts ever. And we almost didn't see it because FS1 had technical difficulties where they like cut off to a fucking... They cut off to some kind of table that's like very similar to this in the fucking middle of no room, and then all of a sudden you just cut back to the fucking fight and Diego Sanchez is laying there unconscious and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I was pretty upset at that point. All you can hear is just fucking, oh my god, fucking from the announcers. Oh, sorry about that, guys. You missed everything. Let's go ahead and show a replay of what happened. But man, I don't want to watch Diego fight anymore. Like, I can't. Like, I don't want to watch it. There's no, like, I don't want to watch it. I don't.
Well, that's unfortunate because we're probably going to see him fight in Bellator, then probably ONE FC, and then
give him the
King
juice.
Of the Cage. I don't know.
Give him some fucking juice. Something. Like, his chin is not there. We know this.
So you're saying send him to Bellator, juice him up, and everything's good?
Better. At least he'll be able to whoop on some ass and fucking knock it wrecked right off the fucking bat. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, listen, I get it. This is a way to make some fucking money, and maybe he didn't save some money when he was making good money. I don't know what the case may be, but dude, when do you say enough is enough? Like when is it a situation to where you draw the line, and you know what, you've gotten knocked out this many times?
I think it's kind of clear. Like when you have a certain style and you cannot continue with that kind of style because of age, chinniness, or whatever, then maybe you should stop.
Yeah, I mean, well, who's Diego's not going to stop.
If you're a wrestler and you're too old because your back hurts to get down and shoot for a leg, Yeah,
but Diego's not going to stop. That's what I'm saying.
No, I totally think that his career is going to end in a very small organization and not in the UFC.
Oh, that hurts so bad.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at his last couple losses. Matt Brown, KO, elbow, round 1. Ally Quinta, a 55-pounder, KO, round 1. He won against Marcin Held the fight before that. Joe Lozon, TKO, took a lot of fucking punches. Round 1, 1 minute in. The fight before that, it was at 145 and lost a decision.
When's the last time he finished anybody?
Dude, the last time he finished anyone?
Luigi, some Luigi dude.
Luigi Fiorvortini.
Okay.
That was ages. That was back in June 21 of 2008.
Think about that. He hasn't finished anybody in 9 years.
Oh. Dude, Diego Sanchez has been fighting since 2002.
Longer than Lozon.
That is insane. That is nuts, man. It's nuts. Like I said, I don't want to watch Diego fight anymore. It just bums me out. Every time he's on the card, I legitimately dread it because I'm thinking something like this is going to happen. Matt Brown has an opportunity to leave on a high note, though. Mm-hmm. Said before the fight started, hey, this is my retirement fight. Gets literally the best scenario possible. Epic knockout. And then goes back and says, I'm not sure if I want to retire.
Well, when you're tasting that kind of elbow, you know, it's hard not to want to come back. You know, it was an easy fight. And he said he had an easy camp.
But it was easy. I think it was one of the situations where it was easy because he knew it was the last fight. It was his last fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had that going into it. It's going to be my last fight. I'm good. So I'm going to give it my all. No injuries. We're good to go. Okay. Gets the win against Diego, which was expected. I think everyone thought that. The odds were pretty much explaining that too. He was like a 3-1 favorite or something like that. He gets it, and then now he wants to stay.
Let me just throw this out there. I just thought of this. Matt Brown's last fight.
Yes.
Mike Perry.
No.
What?
Why do you want to do that? Why?
I think that's a legit matchup. I might put my money on Matt Brown. Like
Matt Brown is Mike Perry? Well, dude, you know what?
Like they're at ranking wise, they're probably really close.
Oh fuck, man! You're making me want to watch that fight, man.
That's what I'm saying.
I want a fairy tale end. I want a fairy tale ending because you never get fucking fairy tale endings in fight sports ever. But dude, that sounds so good. Oh fuck! Mike Perry versus Matt Brown. Two guys that are fucking just angry all the time. Like, when have you ever seen Matt Brown not have a fucking scowl like he wants to eat your fucking face off? Like, ever. I think in the post-fight interview, he was fucking scowling. You just won. You're going to announce your retirement. Excellent sound. Just fucking ready to fucking rip someone's face off. God, I would fucking love that fight. God damn it. Why do you do this to me? Where's Matt Brown ranked?
Oh, he's not in the top 15.
No?
I mean, nor is Mike Perry, nor should he be. I say they're both under 30 and below. They're like the 25, 20 range.
But you think Mike Perry's number 25?
I'd say he's 25 to 15, somewhere in that range.
We can't talk anymore, dude.
Okay, so is Alan Jouban in there?
No, but you don't think Alan Jouban's like top 20?
He's 20 to 15. I'd say he's 20 to 15. Perry's 25 to 15. Jouban's a little bit better.
He's got the rooster walk.
I understand.
That automatically gives you at least a top 20 ranking.
Okay. This is where you think I'm a hater. I'm just trying to bring some kind of logic to the Street Grappler podcast.
Oh, man. Don't give me that shit.
Yeah.
Don't give me that shit. I don't know. Matt Brown versus Mike Perry. Matt Brown's from Cincinnati, right?
Like, I'm telling you, like, instead of having the home cyborg fight, you could have saved UFC 219 with Brown Perry.
That's
all you get. That's all.
I'd be all about it, dude.
Brown Perry.
Fuck, that would be so good.
Yeah.
Who has worse tattoos?
Well,
Matt Brown has a sun around his belly button, and then it says "Immortal" right above it. That is like, ooh. And then Mike Perry says fucking platinum across his eyebrow. And it says God's gift on his stomach.
Yeah.
Ooh. Battle for the bad tattoos. I'd be all about it. Well, I want to watch that.
Like, Browns are kind of like were bad decisions, where Perry's were like just bad personality. Yeah.
Just fucking, oh shit. Bad decisions for different reasons, I guess. Yeah. Main event. Anthony Pettis and Dustin Poirier go to fucking war for 3 rounds. Holy fuck. Was that fight great? I mean,
Okay.
I think we both can agree with that with no
I agree.
no arguments there. I think that fight was fucking great.
Yes. And I remember, this is a little bit different, but when the Gaethje Michael Johnson fight happened, everybody was saying fight of the year. I agreed, probably one of the fights of the year.
Oh, dude.
But the ending was a little bit disappointing, and just like this one, great fight. Just the ending,
a little anticlimactic.
Anticlimactic.
I can agree with that.
Like when they're slugging and scrambling and this and that, and then the ending was, a rib and or Michael Johnson kind of just tiring out, gassing out, kind of thing.
I think there was more, like, to the fight that made it good aside from just the fight itself.
Okay.
Like, the indirect shit talking that was being made by Dustin Poirier was really good.
What do you mean?
Like, I'm gonna, just standard, like, I'm gonna fight hard, this and that, but I'm going to break him. Like, it was like a consistent theme that he was saying. I'm gonna break him. I'm gonna break him. I'm gonna break him. I'm gonna put pressure. I'm gonna break him. The fight happens. We have all that shit happen. Everything. Rounds 1 to 3. Chaos. The fight ends via body triangle, transitioning from back to mount. And then in the post-fight, well, I knew that was going to happen. He didn't get hurt. He broke. Ooh, it just fucking felt so good, right? Then, on top of that, Dustin Poirier's call-out was perfect, I think. It was probably one of the best call-outs, period. Because he didn't say, I'm calling this person out, or I want to fight this person next. No. He gets the mic. Let me tell you guys what's going to happen. I'm not going to call anyone else out. I'm going to fight the winner of Eddie Alvarez versus Justin Gaethje. And then after that, I'm fighting for the belt. End of discussion. Ooh, was that not fucking good? Holy shit, that was great. I fucking was all about that call out and the fight.
I totally agree, and it's
And here's the thing too. Typically, I'm not into Dustin Poirier. There's like this thing with his personality. It's just not really my cup of tea. But man, I was fucking fanboying out for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I was all about that shit. What do you think? You weren't into that?
No, I mean, I liked it a lot more than like Colby Covington's call out or anything like that. But it didn't make quite the impact on me as it did you. So, but no, I did like it. I like that kind of directness while being not so like weirdly aggressive.
It was direct and it wasn't far-fetched.
If you're calm and direct and you have we know where you're aiming at, while not being over the top. I like it.
Now with this particular fight, I really like the way Dustin Poirier approaches fight. Like, he wasn't trying to go out there and brawl like his fight against Michael Johnson, just throwing the hands. He got clipped, got put to bed, right? He was tactical. He got in Anthony Pettis' face. He did not stay in the kicking range, which helped him out a lot. He wrestled when he needed to wrestle. He got good shots off in exchanges. And people sometimes talk about his chin. I've been one to talk about his chin. He got hit a couple of times by Anthony Pettis, and Anthony Pettis can crack. Mm-hmm. It was a good fight. I thought it was a great performance, a masterful performance by him. Great game plan. Not taking away anything from Anthony Pettis. Anthony Pettis looked fucking good. Slick jiu-jitsu off his back. Slick jiu-jitsu, but just could not make it happen. Dude, that triangle.
I was going to say slick from all the blood.
Dude, right? But dude, that triangle that he had, one of the tightest triangles I've seen in a while, and Dustin Poirier got out, man. It was intense. I was all about that. Overall, I give the card probably a B. A B is as a grade overall.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Not a B plus, a solid B.
Now, how about this? How about so the past 3 fight nights, it was Gdansk.
Gdansk, if you
want. And then it was
Rio. And
then Norfolk, Virginia.
Okay.
And I kind of think they're very good representation. And then the week coming up, Australia.
Yes.
So it's a good representation of what kind of events we get depending on which country it's in. Whereas I think the Brazilian and American cards are generally better. Whereas the Brazilian cards are a little bit less because they're a lot more big favorites. I think the American cards are
evenly matched.
They're more evenly matched. Whereas like the Brazilians, they
cater towards the country, the area.
So I think this was a decent American card, but like in general, I give it a B compared to other fight nights.
Fair assessment. I think so too. Man, I was pretty happy with it. Expectations were kind of like in the middle. Yeah. But yeah, good shit. I mean, like I said, the main event I think capped everything off perfectly. Now, after all that's been said and done, we got a pretty good announcement last week. I thought it was an excellent announcement last week by Bellator. The Bellator Heavyweight Grand Prix. Oh my fucking god! I am all about that shit, bro. This is straight Pride 2004 Grand Prix style. Heavyweight Grand Prix. I am in. 100% in. I don't give a fuck if they're 1,000 years old or not. I don't care. Put this fucking card in Japan right now. Give them everything they want to get, whatever it may be, and let's fucking have
I totally agree. Oh my god. I have that same, childish, enthusiasm about this, but what is the timetable for this? Since Mir can't come back till April.
Yes.
They're all old as fuck.
Yes.
They're not. It's not an actual tournament. Wait. I'm just saying.
Why have you got to do this to me?
No, I'm just asking you. What do you foresee happening?
Oh my god! You know what?
Let me lay out what I think is gonna happen. Fights in April because that's when Mir comes back. I say they have 2 for each card, so like 2 fights, and then maybe 2 months later another 2 fights. Because they're not going to have the 4 fights on one card.
Right.
So 2 fights, 2 months later, another 2 fights. And then 2 months later, another 2 fights. And then at the end of the year, the finale.
Why have you got to just fucking dampen my fucking...
Well, I'm just saying, what do you really expect it to really be?
I fucking expect a one-night tournament to happen.
It's not going to happen like that. They already admitted that's not going to happen.
A fucking epic brawl between everyone throughout the entire fucking tournament.
Do you want ladders and cages and... I mean, there's cages.
Can we make that happen? Is that possible? Can we fucking
ladders
throw some shit in there?
And tacks and fire?
Dude, listen. I know it's not going to be a one-night tournament. I do believe they're going to have 2 fights, just like you're saying. I do not believe they're going to have them separated that much time apart. I think they're going to try to get this thing done and taken care of throughout the year, throughout the first half of the year. We're going to have the Bellator tournament champion by the middle of the year. 100%.
So Mir comes
back. And it's going to be Chelsea.
Mir comes back in April. That's 5. That's month 5.
And it's going to be Chelsea.
Okay. if Chael Sonnen wins, it will be the greatest tournament ever.
Can you imagine how fucking sweet that would be?
It will be better than
God, that'd be so good.
It will be better than 1980 whatever when the Olympic hockey team won the gold medal over the Russians. Like this tournament will pale in comparison to any Olympic tournament.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Pride Grand Prix, 2000 Heavyweight Grand Prix, the Grand Prix,
the benchmark.
Mark Coleman wins.
Yeah,
Mark Coleman wins. Do you remember his celebration?
No.
Him going to the corners, trying to jump up and down, and like bounces off the ropes and falls down and starts fucking throwing himself on the ground like, like a child. If Chael Sonnen wins this, it'll be on that level, and he will get that. We will get that level of fucking celebration. Are you kidding me?
Dude,
Mark Coleman was the fucking underdog of underdogs in that tournament. Please let's have Chael Sonnen win. Please.
Well, he's not only is he the underdog, but he's underweight, so...
Well, all these heavyweights are small.
He's a middleweight.
No, he's a fucking middleweight. Listen. Heavyweight is basically anyone that's at any light heavyweight that just doesn't feel like cutting weight. On this card, Fedor can be a 205er.
You have 2...
Fedor can be a 205er.
2 heavyweights. Mitrione and Mir, who are easily the forerunners besides Bader to win it.
I think
don't cock your head like that. There's going to be 3 champions possible, and not any of them are named Chael. It's Mir,
Listen,
Mitrione, or Bader's going to win this thing. I got my money on the table right now.
you got to pick one.
Well, I told you about 3.
No, you don't get fucking 3. That's bullshit. All right, well, I'll pick the other fucking 5.
Okay, well, I'm taking...
I call Bader.
You know I'm going to call Bader.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit. All right, you want Bader? Take Bader.
Okay.
Take Bader. Matt Mitrione.
Okay.
I got Matt Mitrione.
Yeah.
By the middle of the year, I don't think they even fucking care about the suspensions.
Okay. I mean, I think Bellator still has to go by commissions.
Oh, fuck. Well, I mean, the Indian reservations, bro. They don't give a fuck over there. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? Nothing. I don't know. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm pretty pumped about that. I like what they're doing. Clearly, they're reaching and trying to get people like me, like all the fucking Pride fans, to fucking bite, and I'm biting. But I'm okay with it. I don't care. I don't give 2 fucks. It's probably gonna fail. If we're being realistic right now, it's probably gonna fail.
I don't think it's gonna fail in this sense.
It's not gonna be, by fail is what I'm saying. It's not gonna live up to the expectations that we have, and that we will be let down. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm pretty sure, and I'm pretty confident when I say that it's just not gonna live up to it. I'm pumped, and I'm gonna be pumped up until the last day. But in the end, it's probably gonna be one of the situations to where, like, you know, you have like a super hot chick and you're making out with her and you take off her shirt and she's got like nipples that are like that big. That's what it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna fucking be, dude. I'm telling you right now. Super fucking hot chick, date's going well, take off the shirt, nipples like this.
Okay.
That's what this tournament is.
Dinner plate nipples.
That's what this fucking tournament is. Ugh. Alright, this weekend, we got another card coming up. We got a card coming up.
We're coming back around again to the UFC.
Yes, we're coming back to the UFC. The UFC has a card this weekend in Australia. I don't even know where in Australia. Like, Australia is a continent. And they have, like, what are the different countries in Australia? We're going to go there right now, dude. We're going to go there.
What the countries?
Dude, like, what, like, or is it, like, Australia and that's it? New Zealand?
Yeah.
New Zealand falls in Australia. Right?
No, I think it's...
I don't fucking get it. I don't understand it. I don't know anything about it.
You know, I was just about to, like, totally correct you and, like, call you an idiot. But I think it is a country and a continent.
No. 1,000%. Oh, you were going to call me an idiot?
No, I was gonna say you thought that it was... there was more than one country in Australia. That's what I thought you were saying.
You could call me an idiot? What? Come on. Get the fuck out of here with that shit, bro. Oh my god.
Mister, where's Norfolk?
Well, who the fuck knows where Norfolk is at? What is Norfolk?
Well, the whole time during the fights, they were showing the naval base.
Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. Australia's a country and a continent surrounded by Indian and Pacific Oceans, you son of a bitch. God damn it.
Did I
You were going to call me a retard.
Did I correct you?
No. Listen.
Yeah, you
listen.
Okay.
Listen. Okay.
I thought about it. I'm
Sydney,
like, I think
Brisbane,
he's actually right.
Melbourne, Perth, and Adelaide are their main cities. Point is, where the fuck is this event in Australia? Why?
Isn't it Sydney?
I don't fucking know. Is it in Sydney? I don't know. It is in Sydney. This will be the promotion's fifth visit to Sydney. Anyway, the card is kind of thin. Not gonna lie. Not gonna fucking front. It's kind of thin. What are we really watching? I don't know. I know. I'm excited for maybe one fight. Possibly two.
I'd say there's 3 good fights.
What are you looking at?
Tim Means, Bilal Muhammad, Theodoro versus Dan Kelly, and then Will Brooks and Nick Lentz.
Do you really think Elias Theodoro versus Dan Kelly is going to be a good fight?
I hate Elias Theodoro as a fighter normally, but I think Dan Kelly is the perfect matchup to make it exciting.
Dan Kelly fights so ugly.
Well,
Dan Kelly has, listen, it's effective. He wins fights. He clearly wins fights. He's got a pretty good record. And he's got a really good record in the UFC, too. better than fucking Sage Northcutt, right?
That's true.
But Dan Kelly is not a pretty fighter. He does not look good in there. He makes everything look ugly. Elias Theodoro, although he has magnificent hair,
yes,
not the most entertaining fighter. That
fight. I think this is one of those fights where the matchups will actually make a more entertaining fight.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Oh man, I think that fight's gonna suck so much dick. Like, there's no other way of saying it. That fight is gonna suck so much dick. But if you look at the card as a whole, Fight Pass portion of it: Alex Chambers versus Nadia Kassem, Janelle Lausa versus Eric Shelton, Rashad Coulter versus Tai Tavusa.
If you don't know who they are and you can barely pronounce the names, there's some kind of like Australian fighter.
I would assume that most of those people are Australian, except for Alex Chambers.
She's Australian.
Is she? Fuck.
I'm pretty positive.
Oh shit, that's fucking really funny, actually. Oh man.
Yeah, she's from Sydney.
You watch. Okay, so let's go up to the prelims on Fox. Right, you got Damian Brown versus Frank Camacho, Anthony Hamilton versus Adam Weizerick. Weizerick. I don't even know how to fucking say that. Will Brooks versus Nick Lentz. Thank God, fucking two names that I recognize and I know pretty goddamn well. That fight would actually be pretty good, I think. There's going to be a lot of grappling back and forth. I think there's going to be some good exchanges, some good scrambles. And there's heat behind that fight. A lot of these guys, or those guys were talking shit to each other back and forth. Ryan Benoit versus Ashkan Mokhtarian. Who the fuck is that guy? Excuse me. But I do not know who this guy is. He's an Iranian-Australian mixed martial artist. Oh my god. Man, that's gonna be this card's getting rough, man. Alexander Volkanovski versus Shane Young.
That's a fill-in fight.
Elias Theodoro, we already talked about that. Jake Matthews,
I like Jake Matthews.
Pretty good fucking fighter, versus Bojan Velicek. You're like German, dude. Can you help me out?
That's not Serbian.
It's in the same continent. We're good, right?
Okay. I'm gonna let you go on the continent talk. You got me for. You are right. Oh, you know your continents. I'll give you that.
Oh man. So Jake Matthews fight, that could be a good one. Tim Means versus Bilal Muhammad. Oh my goodness. Listen. Originally, I wasn't much of a Bilal Muhammad guy, just because, I don't know. Just not really, I don't know. Like, I didn't like his nickname. He came to the UFC short notice.
You don't like guys' names Muhammad?
Wow. Definitely not what I was saying or thinking.
I just threw that out.
Oh, shit. Might be true. Anyway, no, there was just like this, I don't know, like his nickname is Remember the Name, right? And I remember specifically saying, oh my god, look at that fucking nickname, this guy. And then I saw him fight. Dude can fucking scrap. Bilal Muhammad can fucking fight. He's got a chin, he's got good hands, he's got decent wrestling. And Tim Means, that's the motherfucking Dirty Bird.
Yeah.
Like, you cannot say anything bad about the Dirty Bird. He fucking comes to fight every time. Is he the best? No. But he puts on some entertaining fights. He goes for the finish every single time. He doesn't try to outpoint you, ever. So I'm pretty excited about this fucking fight. Tim Means coming in at 27-8-1, and Bilal Muhammad 12-2. Oof.
I like it.
I'm thinking this is going to be fight of the night. Like, it's almost guaranteed that it's going to be fight of the night. I don't see it going to anyone. It just can't. Like, oof. Pretty excited for that one. Now, amongst with all the other shit going around, we got that one diamond. What other kind of fights do we have lined up after that? The co-main event? You know what the fucking co-main event is? Beck Rollins versus Jesse Rose Clark.
So I don't understand. I mean,
that's rough. I know Jesse Rose Clark is from Australia. That's what I do know.
Well, Beck Rollins is from Australia too. That's what I was gonna say. Is like, if you look, there's a lot of Australian fighters. I'd put Jake Matthews, Dan Kelly, all at a higher name recognition than Beck Rollins. But
and like, it's like, you would think, well, maybe it's just a super hot chick. or something. Not my cup of tea. You know, just I don't know, man. And Becca, honestly, like her fights aren't really the most entertaining. Like you watch someone like the Karate Hottie, for example. She puts on some fucking fights. Angela Hill, although I do have like an issue with like her overall persona, she scraps. There it goes. All right, so with Beck Rawlings, who do you have winning in that fight? The professional boxer versus
the person I have no idea who it is. You gotta go with Beck Rawlings.
Beck Rawlings.
I mean, I would say that she would definitely be the favorite if she was fighting a nobody in Australia. If that nobody was an Australian, but they're both Australian, so there's no home field advantage.
Yeah, well, I think the other girl, well, they've both been living in America for quite a while. I don't know. I'm not too excited for that fight. All right, moving on. We've got Verdum versus Tibura, a fight that I personally don't give two F's about. Listen. I'm all about.
It's not super interesting, but it does have implications for the title.
For Verdum,
yeah.
For Tibura, it's like what? Like, that's it. Like, what is going to happen after he wins? If he wins, which he's not going to win, but it's just such a wash fight. Like, I'm all about watching MMA all the time, but this is one of those ridiculous showcase or disparities in technique or level altogether when it comes to the fight. Like, this is who did Verdum fight last? What was his name? Curtis Blades?
Harris.
No, Walt Harris. Yes, Curtis Blades. That's not him. Walt Harris. Like, that was a complete wash.
Yeah.
You know, and this is basically going to be the same thing. At least with the way they had it matched up earlier with Mark Hunt.
Two strikers, yeah.
Fucker from Australia, two strikers. Like, okay, I'm kind of interested, right? But Verdum's going to grab a single leg, drop him down, take the back, and just fucking hop onto an armbar like he did last time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it'd be pretty sweet to see an upset, but I just don't see it happening.
I think Verdum is going to be so confident he might even do the Verdum phase.
During the fight?
Well, no, he's gone on a hiatus of the Verdum phase since the Stipe fight. He might bring him back.
Dude, can you just imagine him in like the over-under back position, right? And he's got his head and just fucking peering over Tibura's shoulder.
Yeah.
Fuck, that would be like the most embarrassing.
And there's like 3 camera angles.
Oh my god, just before fucking going for an armbar.
Yeah.
I don't know. Tibura loses via submission in the first round. Verdum wins. What's next for Verdum? For Verdum, go horse. The go horse.
Well, we got to pick a fighter, against Stipe, and if Ngannou wins, it's definitely be Ngannou. If Overeem wins and Verdum wins, it's going to be a toss-up of which one of those two fights Stipe.
I think the people would want to see Overeem over Verdum. Overeem's got like more of a look, and his style is more.
Well, like the fight that they had was pretty amazing, so that too.
Yeah. I don't see Verdum getting the next title shot. I just don't. And yes, he's got a couple fights that he's riding a win streak with, but man, look at the difference in caliber of fighter between the top 3. Right, like you were saying, we had a conversation like the top 3 you were saying, and the rest of the division. It's just such a huge fucking gap. At least Overeem is fighting like a guy that's surging right now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Verdum via armbar, Kimura.
I like the back take to rear naked
Choke.
Yeah,
me too. Something along those lines, man. That is pretty much it for that particular card, right? Not bad overall. Like I said, it's not the best card. Kind of shallow. 1-2 fights that I want to see. Really excited for the Bilal Muhammad fight and Tim Means fight. Like, legitimately excited. Mm-hmm. But that's pretty much it. Now, another fight that almost got booked. Almost. Last minute. Verdum versus Colby Covington. Holy fuck, was that cool. Okay, so first thing, I caught news of this today. It happened today, right? Happened today in Australia. I see it this morning.
They're ahead of us. So it would have happened yesterday.
Right, whatever. You get my point. So I see it this morning, and I sent Mike a text message right off the bat. Hey, man, did you see the Verdum and Covington confrontation? And then Mike's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, yeah. He fucking threw some food at him. And then Mike gets back to me and in the text, and he's like, oh, you mean the old pull the boomerang out of a bag and throw it at his face? And I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Hold on. There's no pulling it out of the bag. It was the boomerang in a bag trick, okay?
The boomerang in a bag. So I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? I Google it. Motherfucker throws a boomerang at Colby Covington's face.
In a bag.
Possibly the coolest fucking thing the amount of heat and hate that Colby Covington has generated is astronomical. It's fucking great. I love it. I love all of it. Mike, on the other hand, fucking hates it, but I'm all about this fucking hate that he's got.
I like what he produces, you know? Hate towards him and, you know, general awareness of how dumb some people can be when they talk, you know?
You know this is like all going according to plan for him, right? All of it.
Well, if he gets a fight with Woodley, yes.
You not liking him and having this kind of feeling of people hating him and wanting people to hate him is exactly what he wants. Because people are talking about him. People are liking him less and less every day. People are going to want to see his ass kicked. Which means people are going to tune in to watch him fight. Which means he's going to have more opportunities to talk shit. Colby Covington's a genius, dude. Whether you like it or not, he's a smart motherfucker. He knows what he's doing, and it's fucking working. You guys,
no, I know what you're saying, but at the same time, he just going about it in a very, very easy and generic way.
Oh,
like I was trying to tell Ruben before, like the things he said, the things about Brazil, all are like the most straightforward, cookie cutter things you can ever say. Then he goes and he makes fun of John Jones on Twitter. Which again, I said, anybody who's ever seen one UFC fight knows that John Jones does coke, and John Jones hit a lady that's pregnant. And then he goes off and what was the third thing he did?
I have no idea, but
all he ever does is very generic, doesn't step outside the box to do anything. Oh, it was the Woodley thing. What? He makes fun of Woodley for being contradictive. What champion doesn't yell and scream to get the belt, and then once they get the belt, they do whatever the fuck they want? Isn't that the... Yes.
Hate. Nothing but hate.
So, okay, Conor yells and screams to get a title fight. He gets the belt. He does whatever the fuck he wants. I'm just saying that's what happens once you become the title holder.
I guess.
So when Kobe brings it up, what is it? Fucking general knowledge.
Oh my god! Why are you gonna hit him?
If you want to know what the fucking weather's gonna be like tomorrow, or right now, if you want to know what the weather is right now, go ask Colby Covington. Because he'll be standing right next to your thermometer, and he'll tell you what it is. Because he's a pervasive general knowledge giver.
So eloquent with your words. Fuck. Listen. Colby knows what's up. I'm all about it. Talk shit. He fucking says pretty funny shit on Twitter. You're gonna tell me that post-fight speech in Brazil was not...
Okay, wait. You circumvented what I said.
Bro.
Yeah, he pushing...
Nobody has ever said, ever... No. Do not translate that. These people do not deserve it.
I said I was the person.
That is probably one of the best lines, period.
I brought that up to him originally, and he said, oh, yes, I love that too. So
1,000%.
But I'm saying all the other things besides that have been super generic.
Oh, my God. No, dude.
No, what the Bowman you're talking about was amazing.
His Twitter's not bad, man.
It's fucking terrible. John Jones does coke and hits women.
What do you think is going to happen with Verdum? You think he's going to get in trouble for that?
No. Because like I was saying earlier, if he threw a rock, it would be one thing. But the boomerang is just so fucking goofy.
Do you think
It's so fucking goofy.
Covington will get in trouble? No, the reason I asked that...
Well, in the court of public opinion, he's already in trouble. Nobody likes his ass.
Like, I'm talking about, like, by the UFC.
Well, he got sent home.
Filing a lawsuit.
He got sent home.
He did get sent home, which I didn't find out until, like, right now, which I think is hilarious,
No.
by the way. I love the fact that he got sent home. And you know what he's going to do? He's going to use that shit to talk some more shit. They had to send me home because Verdum couldn't handle that shit. I was going to beat his ass. Oh, dude, I cannot wait.
No, Verdum only carries a boomerang around because he got threatened with an ankle pick by Tony Ferguson.
Wow. Tony Ferguson fucking... shut up. I don't know. The fights are going to be okay this weekend. I mean, we'll see how they turn out. There's been a bunch of events where we're like, and then they end up turning out pretty good. So we can't really cast too much judgment until after the show. So we'll let you guys know. We'll fill you in. We'll be back next week to give you some more information. The tweet of the week this week. The tweet of the week.
Obviously not anything Covington said.
Next week is going to be all Colby Covington. We're going to do a Colby Covington highlight next week. The tweet of the week this week was a pretty good one. He's becoming a usual suspect.
Mm-hmm.
Platinum Mike Perry. Like I don't understand where he fucking
do the Perry voice.
I have to get this down. Like, my boogers get so big sometimes air doesn't get through, and I suffocate a little bit. Hashtag what time is it?
What time is it? Like, what does that mean? Like, blow your
I
nose
don't fucking
time?
know what time it is.
Is it like time to take your fucking allergy medicine? I don't know.
Shit. Dude, Mike Perry, like, I don't know. I just don't understand what he thinks or does, and I fucking love it. Like, I'm eating it up. Like, I want to know, is he doing this shit on purpose? Like, or is it just fucking, he's just crazy? Like, what is it? Like, I'm fascinated. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anything else for the people?
No, I'm just hoping that this card this weekend's gonna be fun, and then got the local fight for our local gym going on this weekend.
Yes.
So good luck to
no tables, so I will not be there. That sounds terrible. That sounds super fucking stuck up.
I'll be there supporting Chris and Halsey. Good luck.
Sorry, Chris, Halsey. I love you guys, but I need a good deal.
He needs to set his special butt on a special seat, very close to the cage.
For Mike, the Albina Gazelle.
Yes.
This is Ruben for Street Grappler 2. We are fucking out.
I'm a hater, just saying.
You're the worst hater.